Hi, I'm Ash, and welcome to the CATDocs tutorial video. In this video, I'm going to show you a rundown on all the aspects of CATDocs from a subcontractor point of view, what you can do in there, how it links to the main contractors, and any tips and tricks for using the system. So, starting off, once you've logged in, the page we're looking at here, this is the landing page, and this is your project list. So any jobs that you as a user have access to will show on here. And the jobs that you see will depend on your security level that you've been given when you've been set up, and also whether you've been given access to all projects or just those that you need to see and are added to them as they come in. So on here you can see all those jobs that again you have the visual on, the name, who the main contractor is, who their client, who their contact is from that main contractor, and whether it's a tender or construction phase job. So essentially whether they are tendering or it's their project, they are in construction phase, but your trade may still be tendering. So this is the page that you land on, and you can filter this by contractor or by phase if you wish to. You can also sort by clicking on those column headers as well to switch that around. Now, if we go into our pages on the left-hand side here, and we'll just work from the top down. So first up, all our staff page. This is where you can add, edit, remove users from your company so that they can have a login to CATDocs as well. Now you can see here existing users shown down the bottom here. If you're wanting to add a new person, just come to this page and then start filling in the information up here, name, email address, phone number, and then selecting the relevant options over here on the right, whether they are to access all projects by default, whether they're going to be your company's primary contact and so be the one that by default gets sent tender invites, and also assigning a security level here. So with those security levels, administrator has access to the whole system, can see all jobs potentially, and they can also add and remove staff. Estimator is basically the same as administrator, but they can't add and remove your own staff. And then site operations, that is for, they can see jobs that are construction phase only. They also can't kind of change on that project info, can't add and remove staff, etc. as well. So selecting the most appropriate security level for that. When you have added a new person and you hit add or update these login details, that will automatically, as it says here, send an email to that person inviting them to the team. That will give them the login address, their email that's been used as their one to log in with, and also a temporary password. And when they first log in, they'll be asked to change that password to something more memorable. If you're wanting to edit an existing person, you can just click on the edit pencil next to their name. That'll bring their details up to the top here, and then you can add or adjust those details, delete them, whatever you need to do. Any changes you've made, just make sure you hit the add update button to save those. Following that, we get our project staff page here. So when you come to this page, it's determining who has access and visibility on each of those jobs that are in your system. And the project you're working on, that's through the selection up the top here, and that project selection holds as you go through the other parts of the system as well. You can change jobs from here if you want to. So again, the people down the bottom here in the table, those are the ones that have access to that project. If you're wanting to add someone else who's already a staff member, just select them from the drop down here, select their name, work out on the right here again, are they the primary contact for that job for you? Do you want them to be automatically notified when new drawings or documents are uploaded? Or also, do you want to remove them from that job if they're already there and you've hit the edit pencil next to them? So again, you can add people from your existing staff list onto a project team or remove them from this page as well. So that's kind of your setup with your staff. Next page here, our project list. So we, again, back to that starting point if you want to. And from here, you can also click on a project in the list. That will take you directly to the project documents page so that you can straight away look at those docs, download them, whatever. We'll have to talk about that in a sec. Yeah, from here, nice and easy. That's the job I want to go to. Click on it and it's going to take you to the documents. The next page down though, project information. So this is where, again, you can switch between jobs if you want to. And on here, you're getting a bit more detail about that project, the name, the address of it. Again, some more information on who that main contractor contact is and their details if you need to get in touch with them. You also get a bit of a description about the job. That comes purely from what the main contractor has entered. And then down the bottom here, a couple of bits. So our tender information. So when you were invited, when your tender closes, when you have to have that in by. And then you can also submit your pricing from this page as well. So here in the select trade, if you've been invited under multiple trades, you can upload a quote for each of those. If it's only one like this, it's already populated for you. You can then put in your price, whatever that may be. Your options included, if you have got any options for, alternatives or, potential pricing or items to be priced, etc. in there, you can select yes or no if you have those or not. And then you've got a drop zone or a click and upload for that actual quote document. So you can, can drag and drop, or you can click it from there and you can actually go in, grab your quote from your local files and upload that to here. All right. When you then go submit tender now, that's going to upload that quote into the system. It's going to email the main contractor, their main contact for the job, to say, hey, this price has been uploaded, and that's also going to be uploaded into their system so they can see that directly. So you don't have to email it through, you don't even have to notify them yourself. The system will do that for you, and you can see here what's been submitted and also the date that you submitted it into there as well. Now, if you submit that early on, you get an NTT, something changes, whatever on the job, and you want to submit a new quote, as long as it's prior to that tender closing, you can come back in here, adjust the price, drag in a new document, etc., and then resubmit. That's absolutely fine. You also do have the option here to decline. So if you decide you don't want to price that job, you can tick that box, and that's going to send an email again back to the main contractor to say that you're not going to be pricing that job, and it also marks that off in their system to say, hey, we're not interested in this one, so they don't keep chasing you and following you up when you've said you're not going to price. Last thing on here is our contact details for this project. So this will default to who the main contractor first invited on the job. But if you would like to nominate someone else from your company to be the primary contact, you can select them from the drop-down list here of people who you want to be on the job and go update project information. That will send an email back to that main contractor saying, please change it in your system from whoever was there to this person, and it has all their details for them to be updated. So again, nice and easy to tell the main contractor who you want them to actually communicate with going forwards on that project. So that's your project info. You notice the tenderers page. So if you have been sent any NTTs, you will receive those as an email, but they also get loaded into here as well. So you can come in at any stage and see which NTTs were sent to you. Again, date that they were sent, who sent it from that main contractor, kind of details of it and description in here, and what trade it was sent to you as part of that invite. And sometimes that main contractor may attach a document with that NTT. If so, that will be showing here, and you can just click on that document icon to view that directly from here. Now this list will just start building over time as those NTTs get sent out. If there are a lot of them and you don't want to scroll through to find the exact one, you can always hit the NTT schedule button. Gives you a pop-up to see all of them. and if you click on the magnifying glass, it'll take you directly to that one in the list. So again, if it's a big long list and there's lots of entities, hopefully there won't be too many, you can quickly go to the one that you want to have a look at from there. All right, so then one of the main parts to the whole system is the project document. So as I say, you can get to this page either from that project list, just clicking on the project name, or come to here, and again, you can navigate through changing your projects from the drop down here if you want to. Now, by default, you will see all of the documents that are uploaded and are current for this project. And if you want to filter that down, you can do that via the folder drop down here, and within those folders via the category folders as well. So if you want to just narrow down to find a specific set of drawings or documents or a particular one, use those folders to navigate through there. You also got a free entry search field here if you're just looking for a document name or something like that. You can use that to find them very easily. Now, in terms of viewing these documents, you can hit the view icon here, and that will open up that document straight away. You can then print it, download it from there, whatever you want to do, or just view it online. You can also select either specific documents or all of them from here and hit download, and that will pull them down into your local file directory. It zips them up so it's nice and tidy, and it also keeps that folder structure for you as well. So main contractor, project name, folders, categories. So again, nice and easy for you to navigate through there to find those particular documents. Now, in terms of what documents you're actually looking at, obviously throughout the course of a tender, those docs might get superseded with new revisions. So when you're on here, and if you go to download or you hit that view button, you're always going to be looking at the most recent and most current version of any document or of that document. However, when they get uploaded, they can supersede old revisions. And so it's very easy. If you want to see old versions, you can hit the history button there, and that's going to give you a list of all of those superseded versions of that document. And again, you can view them from here and then download them, print them, whatever you want to do as well. So you always have access to those old versions to go back and have a look at from what's changed, what's different, what's new. But just the most in your face and upfront is always the most current version. So it's nice and easy to make sure you are working off or pricing off the correct, most recent document version. And you have some reports on various pages, but on here too, like a drawing register if you want to print that out, which ones have been downloaded by your company, also just a history showing all the revisions and superseded versions of each of those drawings as well. So nice and easy to see those. If you want to, you just select the report, hit go, and that will bring that down print that report, give you a preview, and you can download or print it from there if you want to. You do also have on this page too, when you come to it, this new flag. So if a document has been uploaded since the last time that you were in the system, then that will have a nice red flag there, so you can see that's a new one to have a look at. Finally, in here, Ask Harley. So this will be our search or our help system. So you can go through there and get assistance, read up on what the page is about, get some tips and tricks and how to go about things. If you can't find your answer in there, then flick us a support email, comes through our support desk, and we're more than happy to help you out with anything regarding the system, navigating that sort of thing. If it's about the information within the system and about the project, talk to the main contractor. And lastly, the video tutorial button, which will take you to this video. Thanks for watching.